Have you ever felt your heart race and your palms sweat when it comes to speaking in front of a crowd? What if I told you the master in public speaking could unlock doors you never even know existed? Stick around, I'll share the secrets to transforming your nervous into unstoppable confidence. In this video, I'll be talking to you about public speaking, and I will cover definition of public speaking, importance of public speaking, types of public speaking, and lastly, tips to improve public speaking. What is public speaking? Public speaking, also called oration or oratory, is the process of communicating information to a live audience. Many people fear and suffer from public speaking weakness, unlock the will to master this skill. Public speaking is also the act of talking to a group of people. It involves standing in front of an audience and delivering a message or sharing information to entertain or educate them. The goal is to effectively communicate and engage the listeners. Public speaking can take place in different settings, like meetings, presentations, or events. It requires good communication skills, clear expressions, and confidence in delivering the message. The purpose can vary, such as informing, persuading, or entertaining the audience. It's a valuable skill that you can learn and practice to effectively convey your ideas and connect with others. Types of public speaking. Types of public speaking can be classified based on how you share the information with your audience. Simply, public speaking can be classified into speaking to inform, speaking to persuade, speaking to entertain, speaking to motivate, and speaking to demonstrate. Let's get in detail into the 5 types of public speaking. Informative speaking. Informative public speaking. As an informative public speaker, you speak to give straightforward information to your audience on the topic or niche of your choice. You will be required to give informational speech in your academic life during class mentor presentations or college lectures in the future. Informative public speaking is delivered in a way to disseminate information and knowledge on a particular topic or subject. For informative public speaking, you need substantial, credible sources to back the data you include in your speech. The purpose of informative public speaking is not to share ideas or opinions. The primary objective of informative public speaking is sharing information, familiarizing your audience with the new trends, spreading awareness about a particular topic or subject. Furthermore, informative public speaking requires in-depth research on your part. Persuasive public speaking. As the name suggests, persuasive public speaking has the primary purpose of persuading your audience on a particular topic, opinion statement, misconception, or more. Persuasive public speaking requires you to deliver the speech in a manner that influences the audience. Furthermore, powerful persuasive speech convinces the audience to think and believe what the speaker tells them to. Persuasive speech can be informative or opinionated. Whenever you deliver a persuasive speech, your primary goal should be to convince your audience to take some action. For example, when politicians persuade the audience and citizens in rallies to vote for them, they are delivering a persuasive speech. Furthermore, persuasive public speaking, you try to change your audience's views on a particular issue or topic or concept with persuasive public speaking. You can get your audience to change their opinions to either favor or oppose an idea, thought, or opinion. Public speaking to entertain. Public speaking isn't always formal. It can also be informal. Public speaking for entertaining your audience or giving ceremonial speeches are another form of public speaking. Ceremonial speech or public speaking requires you to add a personal touch to your message. Students in their academic life are rarely required to deliver a ceremonial speech except for farewell parties at the time of graduation. However, you can deliver a ceremonial speech at weddings, funerals, retirement parties, and more in the future. Ceremonial speeches are mostly informal as you speak to an audience with who you are acquainted. You can also include personal histories or events about the celebrant to make your ceremonial speech more meaningful, memorable, and impactful. A ceremonial speech gone wrong can ruin the atmosphere or the occasion. Storytelling and comedy stands up are other forms of public speaking to entertain. These forms of public speaking are intended to entertain your audience. Ceremonial public speaking techniques trigger an emotional response from the audience and establish an emotional connection. Developing ceremonial public speaking skills can help you understand how to get close to your audience and unite them. Public speaking to motivate or actuate. Public speaking to motivate is a higher form of public speaking. Public speaking to actuate requires you to go a step beyond the persuasion and convincing your audience. The primary aim of public speaking to actuate is to motivate people to take action. It's all about motivating your audience to act. Public speaking to actuate is a more powerful form of persuasive public speaking. It can take years of practice to master the art of motivating your audience enough to take them out. Starting early on in your career can prove beneficial. Only after years of practice of public speaking achieve the levels of excellence. Public speaking to actuate taps into the emotion of your audience. Motivational speech can be delivered in any setting. With motivational speech, you can drive change by encouraging and stimulating your audience to take action. Public speaking to demonstrate. Lastly, public speaking to demonstrate focuses not just on words, facts, accuracy, credibility, or conviction of the speaker, but also on how the speech is delivered. The core idea behind demonstrative public speaking is to bring together both verbal and nonverbal communication methods. If you practice the demonstrative form of public speaking, you can understand a better chance of delivering your message to your audience. With demonstrative public speaking, you can make your audience better understand what you are trying to say. An example of demonstrative public speaking can be taken from the commercials you see play on the internet or your televisions. When a person goes on about explaining a particular product or service, including its features and how it's the best in the market, it's an example of demonstrating public speaking. Furthermore, role-play scenarios also fall under the purview of demonstrative public speaking. The importance of public speaking. Public speaking is one of the most important skills that an individual can learn. For example, consider the monumental impact on the following two public speeches. Franklin D. Roosevelt's Pearl Harbor address to the nation. On December 8, 1941, Franklin delivered an electrifying speech declaring war on Japan and assuring Americans that the United States would achieve victory. Imagine the sense of every American family knowing that their world was about to change. The reaction of Congress solidified on a very real, exceptionally delivered speech. The speech brings every listener to a very critical moment in history. And Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream speech. On August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King, Jr., delivered a speech to end the racism in the United States, and for civil and economic rights. This startling example of great public speaking was a defining movement of the civil rights movement, which resulted in the passing of the Civil Rights Act, giving African Americans equal treatment. It's considered one of the greatest pieces of oratory in American history. The greatest public speeches in the world motivated people during dark times, give hope in times of despair, provided courage, and inspired millions, and changed the course of history. Now that the importance of public speaking, its impact on the others are understood. Let's understand the importance of good public speaking in advance your career. Public speaking can boost your career in the following ways. Sales. If you are in a sales, good public speaking skills mean more sales and happier customer. New opportunities. Being a confident speaker can help you in job interviews and convince your boss to give you that promotion. Stand out. Not everyone speaks up at work, but when you do, you show confidence and leadership. Team building. Public speaking brings people together, making teamwork stronger. Thought leader. People look up to good speakers, making you a go-to person for ideas and advice. Having public speaking skill on your resume shows creativity, leadership, and professionalism. All qualities employers love. Speaking at big events adds credibility to your name. Second, develop research skills. Develop research skills. When you prepare a speech, you are not just talking, you are diving into research. Here is how public speaking can help you become a research pro. Finding reliable information. You need solid facts and evidence to support your points. This means digging deep to find trustworthy sources. Verifying claims. Good research means checking it if you are saying it true. It teaches you to question and verify information. Professional benefits. Research skills aren't just for speech, they are handy in your career too. When you are launching a product or understanding your customer, research is key. Understanding trends. Research for speech also allows you to keep up with industry trends and what is happening in your field. Build credibility. Using well-researched information makes you more trustworthy as a speaker and a professional. Boost confidence. Speaking in public speaking is about building confidence. Here is how public speaking helps you boost your self-assurance. Positive feedback. Positive feedback. When you give a great speech, you get positive feedback. This makes you feel good and more confident about speaking. Practice makes perfect. The more practice, the more comfortable you become with speaking. Over time, you will feel more at ease with each presentation. Facing fears. Public speaking forces you to confront your fears. Each time you speak, you become better at handling nerves and turning them into strength. Empowerment. Seeing your audience engaged boosts your confidence. Knowing you are making an impact makes you feel empowered. Personal growth. Overcoming speaking challenge builds resilience. It teaches you to tackle new challenges with confidence and leads to personal development. Professional benefits. Confidence gained from public speaking extends beyond the stage. It helps in personal relationships, career growth, and leadership roles. Public speaking is a journey. Each time you speak, you become more confident. Whether it's speaking to small groups or large audiences, every experience builds your self-assurance. So don't be afraid to speak up. Each time you do, you boost your confidence a little more. Improve communication skills. Public speaking improves your communication skills. Here is how it helps. Rehearsing and presenting. Speaking to audiences, big or small, hones your oral communication. Feedback from colleagues helps you improve for next time. Everyday conversation. Better speaking skills in public often mean better chats in private. You will find yourself more concise, professional, and confident. Big picture thinking. Designing speech sharpens your strategic communication. This clarity spills over into professional relationships and social interactions. Fine-tuning verbal and nonverbal skills. Public speaking offers active practice and feedback on communication habits, improving clarity and professionalism. Enhanced listening. Engaging with audiences teaches active listening, a vital skill for better communication. Calmness under pressure. Facing opposing views in public speaking helps manage emotions in personal and professional settings. Transferable skills. Skills learned in public speaking, like concise language and engaging delivery, benefit all communication contexts. Become a superior communicator in every aspect of life with practice and feedback. You'll speak more clearly, listen more attentively, and connect more effectively. Become a better listener. Here is how public speaking improves your listening skills. Feedback and improvement. After speaking, you receive feedback from your audience. Applying this feedback enhances your future speech and shows your audience you value their input. Learning from others. Listening to other speakers teaches you what works well. You can apply these insights to your own speech, making you a more effective communicator. Key points. Improved listening skills helps you tune in to important points during meetings and conversations. This makes you more responsive and credible when it's your turn to speak. Active listening. Public speaking fosters active listening as you learn to appreciate others' perspectives. This skill benefits you in various aspects of life, from understanding instructions to empathizing with others. Exposure to different ideas. Attending conferences exposes you to diverse speeches and viewpoints. This positive learning boosts your listening ability and note-taking skills. Appreciation of craft. As a speaker, listening to other speakers enhances your understanding and appreciation of their material and presentation style. Becoming a better listener, you improve your communication skills and deepen your understanding of others' perspectives. Now let's talk about tips to improve public speaking. Public speaking might feel like one of those mysterious skills that people are born with or without, but it isn't. The more you do prepare and practice, the better your speech will be. Here are 7 steps to improve your public speaking skills. Know your audience. Consider who you will be talking to, what they already know and what they want to know from you. If many of your listeners are also using their second or third knowledge, they will appreciate clear and simple messages. Think about what information or experience you have that will be most interesting to them. Second, prepare speaking notes. Your individual sentences will sound more authentic if you don't plan and memorize them. But you should certainly prepare notes about your general ideas, even when you only have a few moments to prepare. Write down a few bullet points to structure your thoughts and remind you what to say. If you are speaking in an English or another less familiar language, note down any tricky or important words and phrases on a small piece of paper to hold in your hand. Any good plan should include a clear introduction that tells people what you are going to say. This will help them follow your contribution and feel comfortable. It should also include a clear conclusion where your main points is repeated, so that people know exactly what you want them to remember. Third, speak directly from your thoughts. It's always much more interesting to hear someone creating sentences as they speak rather than reading something written in advance. Unless you are a brilliant actor, it's very hard to read a text in a natural way. When someone is constructing their sentences as they speak, we listen carefully to find out where they are going. Of course, it means more mistakes, but this part of sounding natural and authentic. Fourth, remember that people want you to succeed. People like listening to other people. People are kind and want you to succeed. Anyone who has learned a second language knows it. It's though and wants to support you. Anyone who hasn't will automatically be impressed. It can be easier said than done, but try these listeners as your allies and supporters. They are on your side. Fifth, speak slowly and clearly. Fifth, speak slowly and clearly. Speaking fast is a sure sign that you want this to be over as quickly as possible. It makes you more difficult to understand, especially in your accent might be unfamiliar to your listeners. When people do not pause, it shows that they are scared of being interrupted. Good speakers speak slowly and clearly and pause to give emphasis to important points. Sixth, look at your audience. People react naturally to eye contact. It makes us feel connected So even if you have to look at your notes occasionally, maintain eye contact with the people you are talking to. If your audience knows that you are looking at them, they won't start checking their phones. Focus especially on your friends and those who look interested and are nodding and smiling. Seventh, build your confidence. If you have the chance, a quiet moment alone can build your confidence. Breathe deeply. Remind yourself that you are strong, that your thoughts are worth hearing. The more fake it will make it. It contains a lot of truth. Acting confident will actually make you feel more confident, which means your listeners will trust you more. Public speaking is a skill that takes time to develop, but with practice and the right techniques, you can become an effective communicator. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments your biggest public speaking challenge. See you next time. Thanks for watching.